Hello, my wonderful, amazing artists. It's me, Miss Abby, your art teacher. And today we are thinking about, like inventors, we're thinking about the future and inventions and robots. And thinking about creating a robot that solves a problem and makes the world a better place. So we're thinking about how robots, yes, they're very cool looking, like R2-D2 and BB-8 are very cool, and Baymax. But we're also thinking about what their job is and why they look the way they do, right? So, like Baymax from Big Hero 6, he's like soft and squishy because he is supposed to be like kind of like a nurse or a helper. And so he has to be like kind of soft and friendly. And that's a little different than BB-8, who is around and is able to roll its way through the kind of rocky landscape. So you can think about the robot, what their job is, how they look, and kind of like what problem they are trying to solve. How are they helping people make the world a better place? So to get started, you can choose if you want to draw or use scissors and glue and paper and collage. Up to you. They're both awesome. I'm going to show you first how to do kind of like a 3D square base in case you want to learn that. And then we're going to get started. Let's go. Okay, so a lot of robots are in kind of like a square, boxy shape. Like WALL-E is that kind of shape. And so I'm going to start with that. That's my idea. And I'm making a robot that picks up trash in the park. That's their job. Kind of like WALL-E. But your robot's shape is probably going to look different based on what their job is, right? And how they're going to move around. So I'm going to and I'm using a ruler because I want nice straight boxy lines. So I'm holding my ruler with one hand, my helping hand, and then my drawing hand is drawing up against that ruler. And you can do the same thing with a hard piece of paper or a bit of cardboard if you don't have a ruler. Now, I'm going to try making this a 3D square. For that, we're going to do a bunch of parallel lines that are all the same length going off of the corners. And they should be all the same length. Well, that might be too long, but we'll see. And the ruler is going to help us. If you're going to do this for the first time, I recommend trying a pencil because you can erase. And it might not be perfect, but it'll still look awesome. There's my robot. And now he's going to get some arms. And I'm doing that 3D move again. And this takes practice. It's okay if you don't quite get it. I learned how to do this in the 3rd grade by like taking my pencil or maybe even a chalkboard and like sketching over and over again until I got it right. It was in the corner of all of my journals for like a couple weeks at least. And it was pretty fun to figure out.
Garbage door slots. And picking up like a cardboard storage here.
And if he's wandering, if he's rolling around the park, now I'm thinking about like what kind of legs would help a robot move around a park or a playground more easily. Because I don't think two legs would be as helpful, right? So I think I'm gonna give him like a giant wheel.
Looks kind of rounded. I don't really know how this is gonna go. I'm not really sure how it's gonna work or what. It's a little weird, but that's okay.
Okay, here's where I started. Now I'm gonna color all of it in and make it interesting. And I think I'm gonna write the name and kind of the job right here so that it can tell the story even more. Ta-da! Here is my robot, and the helpful thing that my robot does is that they go around parks and neighborhoods and pick up trash, and this is a garbage slot, or like a garbage and recycling slot. So they pick up trash, and then their body, they can put it in, and then go to the recycling center. And see, they've got a can in their hand that they're picking up, and instead of having like wheels or legs, they have this kind of earth-shaped ball they roll around on. And I wrote the name right here, Recycle and Litter Bot 5000. And I decided to make the arms and the head and the like springs that are like bouncy. Because why not? Now I'd love to see what you guys invent for this robot themed art project, Robots and Inventions. And if you are dramatically inclined, you are welcome to present it. Maybe even come up with like a commercial or an exciting way to present and inspire people to get into your world-changing, world-improving robot. Bye. Have fun making art.